What's going on?
Nothing much. How's everybody out there? Welcome to the commentary zone. Um, as you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend, follow us on Twitter and IG, and all that good stuff. How's your day going, Jamal?
So far, so good. It's Friday. It's actually kind of mellow, and I am enjoying it because this. They said March was gonna be busy for us. I'm like, whatever. And then like I saw the promotion. I'm like, really? This is what you gonna do to us?
Well, the month's not over yet.
No, it's over yet. It was good. If we're busy, it's good. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'd rather us be busy than having nothing coming in.
True, true. Okay, so guys, welcome. Who's in our live chat? Hey, Steven. Hey, Black Lavender. Welcome. And as you guys come into the live, welcome to Friday. All right, so on the docket we have today The Real Housewives of Miami, Season 4, Episode 14, Reunion Part 2. And this is the last part of their reunion. I like these capsule seasons.
Right. And today is Steven's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday! Wait, hold on. Wait, what have I got to do? Wait, let me go back here. I've got to just
Yes.
say
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday! Happy birthday! I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh my God. What did you think about this last episode?
I enjoyed it. I just like these small seasons, 2-part reunions. Say what you gotta say and keep it moving. And I'm gonna say this now. I don't need to see Larsa back next season. She can go now.
Agreed. Agreed. Like she was I hate to say this, but she was as useful as tits on a bowl.
I don't like her. And had she just said like, you know what, I can see where Adriana, I can see where you're coming from. I get it. I
Mhm.
really didn't mean to come off that way, but if I made you feel some sort of way, I apologize. But she just glossed all over like, oh, this is what they're talking about.
She proved
Like,
her
but
point.
yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
because like people only know you as the ex-wife of Scottie Pippen and the ex-best friend of Kim Kardashian. Like without that, no one would know what a Larsa Pippen was. And the fact that you're still using Pippen and you're divorced tells me something.
Well, no, she's still got a minor child, at least one, the little girl.
I have a question. As a woman, and I've heard this from lots of women, and they'll keep the ex's last name. They say they do it for their children. Is that just something they do?
Legally, legally,
Oh,
because don't
gotcha.
forget when you separate, like even if you have to take a child on a trip,
Hmm.
you got to get the other person's consent. So you show up at the airport, you're Smith, but you got a kid, Jackson. They might
Gotcha.
look at you like, who is that? Why y'all don't got the same last name? You show up at school for parent teacher night. Who are you?
Hmm.
It just makes things a lot easier. But
Got it.
get when they pass the age of majority, you don't have to worry about that no more because you're not signing nothing for them. You're not seeking
Mm.
consent for
So
anything.
legally, it's like it's more streamlined to keep the last name until the kids are like of age to where they can do their own thing.
Hmm.
That makes a lot. No one's ever really explained it in that. They just said, "Oh, most of them I hear women do that. They say, oh, just like I'm doing it for my kids." It's never been explained to me in like in legal terms. Like that makes complete 100%.
Yeah, it's just easier on the mom if everybody
Mm-hmm.
has the same last name. Um, you know, uh, uh, I don't know if there's other reasons for it. That's the reason that I know when that I default to when women say, "Oh, I'm doing it because of my kids." It's just easier if everybody has the same last name.
No, your way, your explanation is the I think the explanation people should use because it makes complete sense.
Hmm.
It doesn't seem like it's self-serving. It seems like it's just practical and reasonable. Yeah, I mean, if you got kids under 18, you gotta sign stuff like prove that you guys are related. Like, well, So you're
Yeah, you show up with
great.
two different names on two different documents. People start looking at you side eye. Are you abducting this child? Like my girlfriend, she didn't change to her married name for a long time, even though she had a child. And then when she moved here, she was like, okay, I need to update my documents because one, it's a lot of bureaucracy, why you don't have
Hmm.
the same name as your husband and your kid. And then secondly, traveling became a lot more difficult because even though she is married to her husband, every time they go back home and he is staying behind to work, she has to get a letter from her husband to take with her that's notarized, saying that she's not kidnapping her kid, that he gives permission for her and the child, basically the child, to leave the states, and they're married. Can you imagine how much more difficult that gets when
Right.
divorced? So yeah, it's just one less side eye you get if you keep your name.
Thank you for the explanation. That makes complete and 100%, and I would do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. But always ask because there could be a plethora of reasons. Like,
Right.
I'm the first. I'm not giving that up, kind of thing.
No, I got you.
Yolanda Foster couldn't wait to give up her name.
Right. And she went right back to Hadid.
I'm wondering if she isn't going to change that out now because her son, he was the only one that was a minor.
Right.
And Muhammad is like broke now, so what's the point?
Right. Mm.
Okay, so let's get started with our reunion. Well, who else is Larsa? Oh, that that's a valid point. Who else is Larsa? And now that she's divorced, who cares? Better carry a birth certificate with you. Yep, yep.
Mhm.
Let's see, especially these days when there's so many blended families. Yeah, and there's also a lot of kidnappings. People taking
Exactly.
kids without permission and stuff like that. Y'all see the amber alerts and silver alerts and blue? No, not the blue alert. It's amber alert for kids. What's the silver alert? That has something to do. I get a lot of alerts on my phone because I live in Florida. But so I know the blue alert is for a policeman or first responder down. We get notifications for that. We get amber alert and silver alert, but I can't remember what silver alert is. Anyway, all right. So we open up with Andy asking Nicole about her recent engagement, and apparently there was a 10-day span until she announced it in People magazine. And he asked Lisa, y'all are such good friends, did you know about it? And Lisa said no. I called her about 3 times between New Year's Eve and when it was announced in People magazine, that 10-day period, and she didn't say anything to me. Nicole says that she followed her PR person's instructions. She's new to all of this media thing. Um, she was just told not to say anything. The other ladies go, we call BS because we heard you had to deal with People magazine.
Hey, listen to the PR people.
Allegedly law. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. And I'm definitely going to remember that now because I might have to issue one for my mother. Um, knock wood, hope not. Okay, so what do you believe?
My thing is this. It's hmm. I'm gonna side with the PR team on this one because they're basically what they're looking at is like, okay, you had a good first season,
Mhm.
you got positive feedback, let's hold off on like telling your friend because they might say it to something, and we have this deal in place for you, so you cannot say anything.
Or basically, don't tell none of those hags anything because they can't hold water.
Well, I was trying to be polite, but okay,
Oh, okay.
you know. But like, I would. I'm not gonna jeopardize a People magazine deal for y'all.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Granted, the rock on her finger is probably worth in some of their houses. I mean,
it's a 10 carat.
and
I think it's bigger than Alexia's.
it blinded me. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, show it off. Good job, Anthony. Good job.
Oh my God. So, they next asked her about her relationship with her father, and she says, it still isn't the best. As an example, he showed up to Thanksgiving dinner. He stayed a little bit. He came with a raw turkey and asked Anthony to season it up and fry it so that he can take it over to his girlfriend's house. And as soon as Anthony did everything, he took his turkey and left.
That's just a mess.
That is so wrong.
Mm,
Like, he
mm,
couldn't have asked me to do it because I mess with people food.
right. And then my thing was, and I understand where Alexia was saying, like, both her parents aren't here. You gotta enjoy their time. And then, Nicole said her mom says the same thing. But my thing is that you can only do so much when the other person's not a willing participant.
Exactly. She has her mom. She could enjoy her mom.
Yeah.
But until her father is ready to participate in an adult, parent child relationship,
Mhm.
she can't force him,
No.
you
And I
know?
think, but Nicole needs to get to a point where she's okay with that though, because she's still longing for a relationship with her father, and she needs to get to a point where she has to say, like, you know what, this is who Dad is. He'll come around when he comes around, and that's gonna be okay for me.
I wonder if she has an idealized version of her dad pre jail. And then the mother kept up this fairy tale, never said any, not saying that you shouldn't say bad things, like,
You're right,
but she kept up the fairy tale. And then this is who he's always been.
right. But
Y-
she's an adult. She's a whole doctor, like, so she's very smart. So she has to realize that Pops didn't go to prison, the Fed prison for nothing. Like, okay, and we all know she's heard the stories. It's cool, but I think in her head, I think you're partially right. Like, she's hoping, like,
Mhm,
the man that her mother told her about is
mhm.
still there deep inside, but he's not showing that, and it's
Yeah,
frustrating her. And it's frustrating her because she wants her child to have a grandfather, an active sober grandfather.
I think it also hurts her that he might not even want to participate in being a grandfather.
Well, he's met her son, and he loves her son. Her son loves him. It's just, I think with her, it's about consistency. She seems to be a person who's all about that consistency in behavior. Like,
Hmm.
she wants to see you do well, like, for a length of time. That's what she's looking for.
I think she has serious abandonment issues, and
Mhm.
not just with him physically going to jail, but emotionally. I don't think he
Right.
was as attached to his kids
Right.
as she might remember. Like, him and his wife could have been fighting every night. That doesn't mean that the kids knew about it. You know what
Right.
I mean?
And remember, she said she just found out she has some siblings, like, just recently, or something of that nature. I remember that. Yeah, like, she's like, you know, and Bob, she said, like, you have yada yada kids by this many women. And he's all that about. So, it's gonna take her a little time. I think once she gets to a space to where she can say, like, this is Dad. Basically at this point, I'm gonna have to take what I can get and keep it moving,
Yeah. They
because if
asked
she's getting
her.
because if she's getting minimal attention, I'm sure his other kids are probably getting less.
True.
Because he
True.
doesn't even mention the other siblings. Yeah, so, you know, she'll be okay. She's
Well,
she's just got to get there. That's all.
they asked her if he's gonna walk her down the aisle. Did she even answer that?
Nope, not that I heard.
I can tell you what that is. Nope.
Nope.
he'll agree and then not show.
Right.
So she'll have her mother walk her down the aisle.
That's a safer bet, so she's not disappointed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Next they talk about the Hamptons trip. They asked Adriana why she behaved like she did it with the tub. And she said that it didn't make no sense. She said some nonsense about how she didn't want people to think that she was like too involved with Julia. You were sharing a room.
Mm-hmm.
Adriana, find better arguments for someone so smart. Find better, like plead your case better. Then we talk about Lisa and the hissy fit that she threw about not sharing a room. And the other ladies call her out on it, saying you didn't mind sharing a room when we were at the penthouse, or at the Casa Casarina. So why all of a sudden she's like, I don't know, I just don't. You could have told me and I would have gotten a hotel down the road. But that's not the point of girls trip, girl.
Exactly.
Um, then we then we talk about, oh, the best friends, Julia and Adriana. Andy asks them if they've kissed before. Adriana says no, and Julia looks like the cat that swallowed the canary. Um,
Mm-hmm.
then they ask Julia if she was actually hungover. And this woman is still defending herself, saying that she was not hungover. Like she's dancing around it. She's just
Right.
saying, "I'm 50 years old. I should know. I took olive oil. It coats the stomach. Girl, you were hungover."
Right. Severely.
And then she makes it worse because she says that they were drinking for 12 hours. And then Andy chimes in and says, you were mixing. You had vodka, you had tequila, you had wine.
Yep.
A lot.
I'm surprised your stomach didn't just be mad at you and just be like, I'm leaving.
Well,
Because
it
like
almost did.
anytime you mix like clear, and you could get away with mixing clear, fine. You can get away with mixing brown, okay. But when you start mixing brown wine and like clear, oh you shouldn't be able to move. I'm sorry, because I
Mm-mm-mm.
did that one time and because I forgot, it was just so. I, I wasn't even hungover because I was just so nauseous. It was so bad.
Oh, Stephen brings up Aviva and her dad.
Oh yeah, he was a whole mess.
Mm-hmm. And one of her ex-husbands. Wasn't she married to
Dubin, Harry.
Harry Dubin?
Yeah,
She
she's married.
married her dad. Ugh. Not literally, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops, Julia should learn to lie better if she's going to be on the show. Hopefully it'll improve with time. Hang around with Nicole because she knows how to stand her ground and give a good counter argument. Julia and Adriana take notes. Um, they take another break and Marisol goes to the toilet again. My gosh, she has the smallest bladder. They come back and it's a viewer question. Da, 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 da. Oh, someone said that Lenny looks like like he's one click from an affair and two clicks from a divorce. And I'm like, because they ran that footage of
Right.
her at the restaurant with him, where he looks so disengaged. And they talk about how marriage is something that you work on. It's not easy. I think Adriana gave some sort of like the first 2 years are like the honeymoon stage, and then after that, all of the romantic, love goes out of it, and then it becomes work. But yeah, Gertie did not learn a lesson because Gertie was trying to jump in. But Lisa politely said, "Let me finish," and she continued and gave her version of how that all went down, how the emotion when the emotional affair took place,
Mhm.
and what she believes. is the emotional affair. So it happened when she was doing all of these different failed IVF cycles. So hormones
Oof.
were jacked up
Yeah.
and they were failing. So she wasn't getting pregnant. So she was kind of going out and I guess trying to escape from what she perceived what as like a kind of failure on her
Right.
part and trying to drink it away. And he said to her, we need to separate. So she admitted that he had asked to separate from her because it seemed like she wasn't interested in having a family anymore.
Right.
So she did admit to looking through his text messages, I think it was, and she thinks that the affair lasted for like a month and a half or something like
Like
that.
month. I remember month. It was like month and a half, 2 months. She said. I think it was. I think it was
Right,
on the show. I think it was like month and a half to 2 months.
right. And based on what she read, it was like right place, right time that this person appeared, and it did not seem like there was any physical interaction. It was him probably just hashing out his frustrations,
Mhm.
and then her saying woo woo woo, and he's like, "Oh, I love how you talk to me," kind of thing.
Right.
Hopefully, it didn't
Right. Right.
go further. So she explained that part, which brought it back. It gave me a better feel for what happened, and this was so long ago.
8 years.
Yeah, so she's had time to process it, therapy it out, and buy a whole bunch of Birkins to make him pay for that little indiscretion. And I think in a part of her head, she's like, I know about this one. I don't want to know about anything else.
And I think what made me sad was when she said he actually told her he didn't love her. I felt so horrible for
Hmm.
her. Like, you're going through all these IVFs, you're going through like trying to get pregnant, you're doing all this stuff, and for someone to tell you, I mean, I don't know. Oof. I could see why she said that. They haven't recovered yet. That's a
Hmm.
lot. That's a lot to recover from.
Yeah, and that's big talk. You telling your wife that he I don't love you no more. My God, really? And we were just doing all of these rounds of IVF treatments so that we can have a family. You don't love me? What you saying? Um, it's sad that evidently she only has value if she can breed. Oof. I think that was his parents too that was
That
really
was, yes,
pushing that. They were like, "We want to be grandparents." Well, now y'all grandparents. Where y'all at?
right.
Well, they're gonna be in the condo down the road soon, so yay. Um, let's see. Um, she also mentioned like she doesn't have a tight relationship with her family. So when she was losing her marriage, or at that time she thought she was losing her marriage, she went into like a bit of a depression because she felt like she didn't have anyone. All she had was Lenny.
Right.
That's kind of scary because you give him the power
Mhm.
knowing you don't have anyone. Poor thing. She did give credit to Leah Black, saying that. And did you hear the collective groan?
Right. Ooh.
What the hell? But she stood up and she said, "No, Leah was there for me. Leah helped pull me through, and Leah gave me some good legal advice just in case it was gonna
Mhm.
go left."
Right.
But that's what Leah's good for.
Mhm.
Leah is good for that. As bad as she gets painted by the majority of these women, I still kind of like Leah.
Leah's hilarious to me.
Do you ever watch her on Jeff's podcast on YouTube?
Jeff Lewis or just somebody
Yeah,
else?
Jeff
No, I
Lewis.
need to. I need to do that.
They are the best of friends. And so now she's on the West Coast a lot because her son's in school over there. So she'll pop by for a gag fest with him. It's always hilarious. Like when she talks about, oh, I have, I bring some jewelry with me because he's always into her jewelry, but she
Mhm.
has like West Coast jewelry and East Coast jewelry.
Oh, I love it.
And then you have to be careful what you bring on the plane. But you fly in private. But then she
Right.
disclosed that she started flying commercial during the panorama. And I'm like, what a time to fly commercial.
Right.
She's so weird. She's so weird. But I like her. Um I like her. But yeah, have a look sometimes. There's some of
Okay.
his highest rated viewed shows on YouTube when she comes on, and she just rips. She is out of control when he brings out the the wildest things from her, and they're a ball of batshit crazy together.
Gotcha. Love
Yeah.
it.
Um, when they take a break from this section, obviously she's crying. Lisa got emotional during this. She did admit that Lenny does say that he loves her more now. That was a big thing that she wanted to hear, that he loved her. They take another break, and then you hear Larsa saying to Lisa that Lenny is selfish. Girl, mind your business. Where your husband at? Oh,
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to not like give your opinion on certain things.
jealous much?
Right. She fought for and saved her marriage.
Mm-hmm.
You could ask her for some tips.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. They come back from the break, and someone has whispered to Lisa that her lighting isn't good at the end.
That was funny.
Um,
That was funny.
someone said, "You just look really tanned," and in
Right.
her head, "I'm in the dark, people. I need better lighting. Is my lighting good?"
That was that was some funny mess because I don't mean to be a diva, but I just want to have like good lighting like everyone else.
Mm-hmm. But she was looking super tan though.
She was.
I just thought she went and got a like extra dark, spray tan. Maybe her lighting was off. Ooh, child. Mm-mm-mm. This what happens when you watch this show at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
You don't take in those details. So then everyone sits down. Um, Next question is to Larsa, and with regards to the actor that she had sex with the initials of MJ. They asked her if it is Michael B. Jordan, and she says nothing. And Andy's like, it would be kind of ironic considering, I guess, the
He was
basketball.
he was being messy, and that was hilarious to me.
Oof, 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 oof. But she kept it cool, and she said nothing. Um, then Andy starts asking the Cuban ladies regarding the pearls and the penis, because he wanted to know what this is and where are the pearls. So they
Mhm.
explained it to him and said basically it's for sexual gratification of both persons. And he was like, "Oh, really?" I I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Keep my
Cause he
mouth
was real confused. That was the funny part. He was just trying to figure out what. Cause I know what he was thinking. I'm like, no, Andy, that's not what it is.
Where can I find one of these penises? Is Herman's, lever available? Does he have those? Can you introduce me, Alexia?
I mean, he got a house.
True. Andy might want to stay away from that. You got a baby now. You can't be like
Mhm.
buying houses for booze. Mm-mm.
Right.
Um, Next we go over Alexia's rocky season slash life. Um, Rest in peace, Nancy. Her mom died August 25th, and she's still like feeling it. And Marisol says, my mom has been dead for several years, and I still feel it. So, um, then we know that she got married in St. Bart's in December. That was, they say it was an elopement, but if everybody knows that you're going to get married, that's not an elopement. That's just a destination wedding.
Yeah, it's like a private destination wedding.
Yeah, people knew you were getting married. Um, then Andy asked about Herman, and if the rumors, like if she always knew about the rumors, and she says that she knew about it from when they were dating, like the rumors, but that
Hmm.
Herman always denied it. And then 10 years into their marriage, there was someone that she actually confronted. It was someone who was always at their house every day, and it started to get weird.
She
So she
thought she wait
confronted
wait.
that
You
person.
know what it was? She said she saw something she didn't like, but she never said what it was. She didn't say what it was. She said I saw something I didn't like, and I confronted them about it. And like she thought they were in the backyard.
What did she see?
She didn't say. That was like,
I'm
oh,
now curious. Were they holding hands? Were they massaging? If
it
you
had, it
have
had,
to confront somebody on something
there
that
had to be
you
some
saw,
there had to be some sort of physical touching.
right? So
There
then,
had to
how could
be
you still stay with Herman?
because he was
What
connected
magical excuse could he have given you
because he was
to get out of that?
because he was connected in coins.
Oh,
I mean, like you said, he was like he couldn't live his best life because
mhm.
he was a prominent figure. He was into politics, and he never. She's all their sex life was normal. So I'm like, okay, Alexia, that's why you stayed. I got you. He was doing the thing. So women are gonna stay with somebody who's not. I'm sorry, ladies. Let's call the thing a thing. Um, if he's not laying it down right, you ain't staying.
Now I'm beginning to wonder if Herman didn't have the pearls.
Right.
Interesting.
Because like he asked about their sex life. She's like, oh yeah, it was normal. I'm like, I got you. It's okay, Alexa. We understand. We understand. It's okay.
Oh my God. But she said she had heard things throughout the marriage, but she didn't find out
Hmm.
until after he had passed, and they were reading the documents, and they found out that he had purchased the home for his friend. Um and then Andy was like, "Oh, so you own the home?" And she was like, "No, I did not. We had a prenup."
And people were like, it seemed like people were shocked. She's like, see, you don't know everything. Like, I wasn't a gold digger. I wasn't this. I wasn't that. She's like, I loved him, and you could tell she loved him. I see them as the way they talked and the way she talked about their relationship. They were like best friends.
Mhm.
Like you could just tell they were like best friends because she wasn't mad, angry, nothing. She's like, I wish him the best.
Mhm.
I want him to live his full life. I'm good. She's like, we were good, and I'm like, see, that's what I'm talking about.
They were they were best friends and business partners, but I don't think they were husband and wife for
Towards the end,
most of
no,
that marriage.
no.
Okay, and look, did she marry him for money? In a way, yes, because while you are married, you have access to the accounts. You
Mhm.
might have signed away your access to those accounts in a prenup after the dissolution of the marriage, but during the marriage, you could whoop it up. And like you said, she stayed for that. And that prenup must have been ironclad because them children came in once daddy died and liquidated.
Mhm.
Liquidated. Let's see. Bought the house with a boyfriend. Yeah, so basically she's like, Herman, she's glad that Herman actually got to live his life the way how he
Right.
wanted. And she can't be anything but happy about that. They ask. Oh, next they bring up the. I guess this was a post on social media that Leah said, "Why did she have to out Herman?" And it's just, who cares what Leah Black says, and that she did not out Herman. And then they asked Adriana, why would she say something like, I heard Herman died while having sex with his lover. And Adriana's like, it's what I heard. I heard it from my gay friends. Oh, good Lord. Um, and Alexia's just like, I never heard that. Everyone else backs it up. I never heard that. So at least Adriana apologized to Alexia for
Hmm.
saying what she said.
Right.
They asked Alexia why she was so interested in meeting the lover. She actually said, if it was a woman, I wouldn't have had any interest, but but because it was a guy, I was curious. Um, and I think this is when she said, because Herman got to live his true life, and she can't be mad with that. Um, we get to the Todd and Peter argument at the apartment, and basically the viewers were divided. You were either pro Todd or against Todd.
Right.
I was pro Todd.
This situation, I was pro Todd simply because he was saying things that needed to be said.
Mm-hmm. They also bring up the comment that Todd made about he's not my son. And a lot of people like didn't understand what he was saying. For me, I understood it exactly. Maybe it's because I have a blended I was brought up in a blended family. I had a stepfather who adopted me, but my mother laid it down very clear from the beginning of that marriage. This is my child. If you have an issue with anything that she does, you come to me. You don't do anything with her.
That's how I was raised. Like, my father wasn't around, but we had like my mother had a boyfriend who's been around most of my life, and she always made it very clear he's my son.
Mhm.
If he's disrespectful, which he's not, but if he ever gets left, when you come to me, you don't dare think you're
Right,
gonna put your hands on him.
right. And so when Todd said, he's not my son, basically his hands are tied with what he can
Right,
do, but he's going to verbalize, had been my kid, this is what I would do.
right. And
But
that's
he's
just being respectful of Alexia, though. And that's the thing. He was being respectful of Alexia
not.
and their dynamic because he's like, this is not my child. Because if this was my child, I would just go ham and go in on him. But he's not. So I'm limited in his resources were limited in the situation, basically.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like he could have been a whole lot more disrespectful, honestly.
Way more disrespectful.
I thought that was very polite and gentlemanly. They did not get into any physical nothing. It was all words, and Peter tried to take it there, and Todd was like, "Bring it, cause I'm gonna do what everybody else in here ain't gonna do."
Right.
So I think Peter also needs a strong male figure in his life to like keep him under check, because he's just a wild card. He really
He needs
is.
guidance. He needs like male figure guidance. He's one of those kids that needs that. Not everyone needs it. I mean,
Mhm.
I didn't me myself. I don't think I need it only for the simple fact that my mom told me from a very early age how society would see me as a black male in America. I'm like, okay, got it. So it's like I kind of knew what to expect, and I knew it was more like I knew what not to do.
Mhm.
But you know, Peter being a we could say Cuban, European, whatever he is, European descent, whatever. Because he
Mhm.
seems like he's Cuban. I would say Cuban and Italian based on last name. So
I don't think
you
he's
know,
Cuban because she says he's the first gringo she's ever been with. So
no,
I
I'm talking
think,
about Peter. I'm talking about Peter.
oh, Peter?
Yeah, I was gonna say Cuban Italian because of his last name.
Cause don't forget Peter and Frankie Daddy was the he went to jail for I think drugs.
Rossello's Cuban. I didn't know that.
They well don't forget. A lot of Cubans can trace their lineage back to Spain.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So Peter being of a fair skin tone, we'll put it that way.
Mhm.
Like may not have to worry about those things so much. He kind of just be wild, do whatever. But he's one of those kids who needs that strong male figure because
Mhm.
um some people just need that guidance. Like some kids, like I grew up with a couple, like we could just kind of see the world for what it is, and we kind of know how to navigate just by observing. And you observe, and then you make your way through. He's one of those people who just doesn't even observe. I'm just gonna go straight forward and do what I want to do. And
Mhm.
with those kids, you kind of want to reel them back in a little bit. Let's talk to you. Let's have a conversation. You can't be out there wilding out, punching out homeless people. That's not a good look for you. Just stuff like that.
That's not a good look for you. Are you silly?
Like,
Um, Steven says, wasn't Alexia's dad the same as Herman? Yeah, she disclosed that this season that her dad was also bisexual, but her mom didn't find out till he died or something.
hmm
Nancy wasn't stupid.
no,
My God. So um, next they talk about she said that the argument was good for them because one, I guess they got to air out all of their beefs. And two, it made them all realize that they were all doing this for Frankie. And she said, what was it here when she said that Frankie would never be able to live independent
she
and
didn't
she
think
was
he,
worried?
she didn't think he would be able to. She didn't think he would be able to live independently,
Hmm.
and her mind could never be at rest if she allowed him to live on his own, because she would always worry, and that would be really bad.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I agree with Frankie always living with her.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
do. I do because I can imagine being a parent, thinking and pretty much knowing your child can live on their own, but you allow them to do so
Hmm.
because anything can happen.
Yes. Yeah. Let's see. She says that Todd has been very supportive of her and Peter with regards to Peter's last arrest, um, the one that she can't really speak too much about. Andy asked her if she enables her Peter, and she says no. Yes, you do. Then, oh, this is where Marisol said it's been 3 years since Mama Elsa passed away, and it still hurts. Um, Andy says that she channels her mom, and then that someone else nearby said that in her confessionals, it was like seeing Elsa. But I don't know who said it. Maybe it was Lisa because it was so. I don't know. Someone said it. I don't know who said it though. And it's true. She's Marisol's very funny in her confessionals. And I think at one point she said, "Yeah, just keep me in a box and I'll be funny." Would that be a new twist? Like she could be the narrator
Mhm.
and just narrate the story of the Miami wives from the confessionals and never actually have to have a storyline but still get a paycheck. You never know. That might work out for her.
I'm smiling because someone sent us a new show idea, and
What?
and it looks a mess.
Which one?
It's called The Courtship.
The courtship. Is that the one that's on NBC?
Yeah.
What? Oh, wait. We're derailing. We're going off on a tangent. Did you see the trailer for 90 Days?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God. I know I said I didn't want to watch it, but I'm going to watch it.
Oh, what happened?
There's a Muslim girl from Trinidad on there. We're going to watch it because her mom's was like,
Is this wait a minute? Is this a new season? A new iteration?
yeah, this is another 90 Days coming on TLC. I think it's 90
Is it the
Days.
other way?
No, no.
No.
I think this is the regular. basic
Oh, okay.
fiance, because all of these people are coming to the States to get married in 90 days. I think he got coin and he want a prenup. And she's like, "What's a prenup?" And the mother's like, "If he don't want you, bring your backside back to Trinidad." I'm done. I need to see it. I need to see it.
Okay.
I'm just happy that it's not Barbados. Oh, and we've got our first groom from Cameroon. Um, we're going to different places. We're picking on different countries, and I
I like
kind of
that.
like it. And like everybody's like cute.
Oh,
Everybody's cute. Oh, and Ethiopia. The girl from Jersey and the guy from Biniam,
Ari and
Ari and
Vinium.
Biniam, they come to Jersey
Oh, nice.
and Wish and them sisters somehow have some confrontation with Ari. And let me tell you, a full glass of wine is soaked all over Ari. Wish is a mess.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, look for the trailer. It's
I'll look for a trailer. I'll look forward to this weekend. That's what I do on my binging.
yes, it's good. Um, let me see. Oh, well, back to this reunion. Sorry, y'all. I don't get excited about 90 Day at all anymore. Okay, so look at the Marisol tells a funny story about her mom calling 911 so that there'll be cute guys at the party pretending to have like some sort of health ailment. They take another break, and Marisol runs back to the toilet again. Um, Larsa then asks if they'll be talking about Kanye's dick next, and Andy goes, "Yes, that's right."
That was hilarious.
Next, they run the footage of when they were at the restaurant with Kiki, Adriana, and Larsa, and they started arguing about Adriana saying that she saw his pee at in a bathroom at an event. I don't know if I believe that story. It just sounds
Yeah,
weird.
I was kind of siding with Larsa on this one. To be completely honest, I don't like you said. He's always with security. Like, there's no way.
But even so, who would just whip out their schlong to show you like that? And was it? Are you insinuating that it was like erect while taking a whiz? Like, what are you saying? I don't know. And then, okay, so they show the footage. Adriana tells her story. Larsa says that she's lying because she asked Kanye. Kanye said, "I don't know who that is." Adriana shows a photo of her standing with Kanye at Art Basel with a toilet behind them. Well,
That
that
means
doesn't prove
nothing.
anything. Um, I think Andy then says, like, do you understand that it's not the issue that you saw his penis? The issue is that you keep speaking about people that she's asked you not to talk about. And I don't think it clicked for Adriana. And then something comes up with regards to Julia, saying that Larsa says she couldn't like be friends with Julia because she only had 2,000 followers on Instagram. And I was like, "Wait, what? Who says that? Are you like 15? What's
Right.
wrong with you?" Um Larsa doubles down on her comments yet again. Uh Julia, oh, she doubles down on the comments where she basically said Julia was messing up her Hamptons trip by getting sick.
Right. And then
Julia
they show
had
the
nothing
footage.
to do with your event.
And then they show the footage.
you know. Oh, Andy asked Larsa that if she feels that by Adriana bringing up the penis thing with Kanye, if it'll ruin her reconciliation between her and Kim, and she says no. Nicole then jumps in and asks her, "Is there an NDA involved? Because that could be the reason why you don't want to talk about it." And she says no. She gets really bitchy. She says no.
Yeah,
"Do you want to talk about your ex-husband, the school teacher? Why you got to throw in a school teacher there? See, this is why people don't like you, Larsa, because you making it seem by saying that there's something wrong with her ex-husband being a school teacher."
right.
So, and she repeated it twice because she doesn't have good comebacks. She's such a waste of space on this show, honestly. Um, but Nicole doesn't take the bait. Nicole is so smart when it comes to these women. Nicole is not embarrassed by that either, sweet girl.
Mm-mm.
Larsa, you might be embarrassed to be associated with a school teacher, but the rest of us human beings who have a soul, we're not embarrassed to be associated with a school teacher. Stupid hoe. Um, let's see. Andy asks Adriana if she's jealous of Larsa. She says no. Larsa feels that Adriana has been attacking her from the start. There's again some pictures. The blue dress that Larsa wears in, oh my god, that Larsa wears in the promotional photos for this show.
Mhm.
Adriana also wore that picture with her one of her cars or something. And they start talking about that, who wore it better. I could care less.
Mhm.
Um Adriana Adriana gets up and gives Larsa cookies because someone online told her that she looked like the Cookie Monster in her blue dress. They take another break and they share the cookies amongst everybody. Andy says it's the best prop ever that was brought to a reunion. Um, Marisol celebrates that she doesn't have to go and piss. And so we go to the next scene, and it's about Julia. She admits to being socially awkward, and she has learned. Oh, this is where he goes and he asks each and every one of the ladies what was the highs and lows of their season. So Julia admits to being socially awkward, and she's learned from all the ladies, how to be less so. Lisa says that the season was therapeutic, and Lenny is finally understanding like where she's coming from in her day to
Mhm.
day. Larsa said that she's looking forward to making a lot of money.
Right.
Adriana says there were highs and lows, and she's very proud of Julia being like the first LGBTQ plus ABCDEFG person on the Housewife franchise. Her and Martina, so she's very proud of that. And then she says the lows were with Larsa, and she apologizes and she says that she does like Larsa and she won't talk about the Kardashians anymore. Larsa accepts the apology. They hug. But Larsa says that she likes her, but she notices that Adriana turns on you. So
Mhm.
she's going to be hesitant with her
Right.
relationship with
That
her,
makes sense.
meaning that you don't like her, period.
Well, that too.
Marisol said that it was great keeping her mom's legacy going. Nicole says that it was harder than medical school and that you can't judge a book by its cover. Marisol then chimes in and says that Nicole is tough and she's got some fight in her. And I think that was Marisol saying, "Girl, I like how you and how we sparred. You
Mhm.
ain't back down."
Right.
Mm. Gertie says she realizes that she's a workaholic and she didn't have a lot of friends. So by joining this show, she's opened herself up to new friends. And I guess that's something that she's needed. I don't know. Um, then we go to Alexia, and she says that she's thankful um, that she had these women around her while going through such hard times. And she's looking forward to having good times next season. So you begging for another season?
What is it? She knows. She's like, I'm gold. What are you talking about? She's like, I didn't carry. She's like, I didn't carry the reboot. Now y'all can. I can sit back for next season.
Oh my God.
I want Larsa. Like I'm gonna repeat this. I want Larsa off the show.
Yes, I agree. Because her comment alone is so self serving and so asinine. It makes no sense for her to be here. It's a waste of a paycheck. Bring on Kiki full time.
Right.
Um, Andy brings out. I'm just pissed that they did not mention Kiki at all. How rude.
We love
Um,
us some Kiki too.
mhm. Andy brings out shots of vodka with pickle chasers on the top, and they toast, and then they start dancing, and then someone says that their dress is tearing and falling apart. Who was that?
The pickle chaser. That was Julia.
No, the person who said that their dress is tearing and falling apart.
Oh, I don't know who that was. Whoever it is shouldn't have said it.
They obviously forgot the hot mic. But yeah, this was good. Bravo, hint hint, two-part reunions. I love it. Going to the show was a way to make friends. Wow. It is sad, but look, she's running her own business, and her business
Right.
is her brand. She's the brand. So you can get sucked into that vortex. Um, and then she's got this solid rock husband, a relationship of 26 years. Um, you could forget about friends. But
Yeah.
everybody needs friends. Not necessarily these women, but everybody needs friends.
Right. It's surprised to get her out of. Like, I don't think probably because she realized if she didn't do the show,
Hmm.
she would never come out of this bubble she was in.
Yep, yep. And also, we let's just call it thing a thing. This is Gertie. She promoted
Hmm.
her business and
Of
her brand,
course. Hmm.
you know. So yeah, that was the show, y'all. The Real Housewives of Miami season 4, episode 14, reunion part 2. It's done, y'all. This was I love this capsule season.
This is
Love it.
perfect.
Love it, love it, love it. Jamal, you have to watch the trailer for the new
I
90 Day.
will. I'm probably gonna watch it right after we get out the
Wait,
get done.
Blavi, if you're still in here, did you see the trailer for the next season of 90 Day? What are your thoughts? Let me see if I can find anything on it. Cause like I like the couples. They seem kind of cool.
Okay. I mean, if you're actually excited, that kind of tells me something.
Season 9. Is it season 9 already for them? Aha. I think this is it. Yes, it is. Hold on. Okay. Paste. So yeah, they've got okay, so of course they've got hold on. These ads. I'm putting a link in the chat for the entertainment weekly. There's so many ads in this, my god. No thanks. Okay, so Kobe is 34 years old from Cameroon, and Emily is 29 from Kansas, Salina, Kansas. They met in China, and
Oh.
it was a one night stand, and she wound up pregnant. And she came back here. He I guess went back to Cameroon. He missed the birth of the baby, and so he finally gets to come over here. And I think this is the couple that had the pregnancy scare.
Mm.
And then we have Benny and Ari about them coming to New Jersey. And then it's Cara 29 from Charlottesville, Virginia, and Guillermo 23 from Venezuela. They met while he was living in the Dominican Republic, and Cara went to DR on a work trip and met him there, and then she eventually moved there. But when the penny started, she moved back here, so now he's coming to the States, and he has insecurities, and she likes to party, so that's going to be a mess. Then we have Shahida. I think that's how you say her name. 37
Hmm.
from Trinidad and Tobago, and Bilal 42 from Kansas City, Missouri. I like this couple. I like them a lot. Their issue is going to be him wanting her to sign a prenup. Mm-mm-mm.
This will be good.
And then we got Myona, 23 from Serbia. She's a person of color. And then we got Jabri, 28 from Rapid City, South Dakota. Also a person of color. And they met because he saw her in the audience of one of his band's shows in North Serbia.
Who are you at? Who are you at? Shahida?
No, slide down.
Okay.
One more after her.
Oh, Miona and Jabri.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
So
Miona, I see you.
so she has dreams of coming to live in Los Angeles, but he live at home with his parents in South Dakota. So
Uh
how
oh.
that gonna work?
Yeah.
Ugh, good luck to y'all. Then we got the May December romance. Muhammad 25 from Egypt, and then Yvette 48 from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I see. I see you, Yvette. I see you.
Right, but he freaks out over her wearing a bikini.
Oh, oh, is he?
And then there's Patrick 31 from Austin, Texas, and Ty 25 from Brazil.
Probably it's probably Thais.
Thais, okay. Um, they met in Brazil, and he needed the Portuguese speaker, and that's how they got together. Oh, and he doesn't know if he'll be able to give her the extravagant lifestyle that she's used to in Brazil. Good luck on that.
Right.
Good luck with that. Yeah,
And
this looks like
he's
it's
already
gonna be
divorced.
good. Mm?
And my thing is like he's already been divorced.
Mm.
Patrick, yeah, like if she's used to a certain lifestyle in Brazil, either you need to move to Brazil or yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, so it looks pretty interesting. And did you see everybody looks cute?
Yeah.
Everybody looks cute. We've got May, December. We've got like a mature couple. We've got a bunch of youngins. They've really spread out. They've got Europe, they've got Africa, they've got South America, Caribbean. It's just a smorgasbord.
You know what it is. You know what it is like they actually look like they may be in relationships with each other.
Oh Lord. Okay, Ablavi, here it comes. Here it comes. Ablavi. I guess Ablavi doesn't think that they're cute.
I I mean I'm not mad.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Let's
it's
see
reality.
what Mr.
Here's the thing.
Ablavi has
Here's the thing. This is reality TV. You're not gonna get Instagram influence on here.
let's see. Hello, Mr. Blavi.
Hi, sorry. I have to wait for the ghetto people to leave. Hold on. You don't hear their music? I'm inside. That's how loud it is.
Oh, well, no, I don't hear the music.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Let's get. I didn't even watch Real Housewives of Miami because I was done with it. The first part was too boring. We can go to next season. They'll recap it.
Shut up, Buster. Don't recap it. So, Bobby, real quick before we talk about 90 Day, don't you think that Larson needs to be off the show?
Hmm.
But how will Larissa be? Let me be honest with you. I think Larissa should come out and call herself the high class prostitute that she is. There is no way, allegedly, that she is making 10,000 a day over taking feet pics. You're just not gonna pee on my leg and say it's raining.
I got you.
Now, if she's selling that cat, yeah, she can make 10,000 a day.
That worn out cat.
You'd be surprised. Middle Eastern men spend good money on worn cat.
Okay.
All right.
Look at Hazel E. She was out there getting peed and pooped on and all of that
That is true.
for a body and a penthouse. I'm wondering in Real Housewife of Dubai will we have, some of the, billionaires side hoes.
We can only hope and pray.
Cuz I think they should be honest about people who have open relationships like men that allow their women the cucks, you
Mm.
know?
Oh my God. But did you like the length of the season from Miami at
Oh
least?
yes. Oh my god, I wish every season could be like that. Oh,
Thank you. I do. And two
Exactly.
two two episodes of a reunion and we're done.
oh yes. Oh my god. Even 10 episodes, I think even that's a little bit too much. I think a good 6 is perfect. But
Not six.
Alexia had a lot going on this season. I think this was the perfect size
no,
because.
but remember all the housewives when they came out, their first seasons were less than 10
Mhm.
Yeah,
and it
Mhm.
was fabulous.
Mhm.
I think Atlanta was 6 or 7 episodes their first season.
y'all keep talking. I'll look it up real quick.
Oh, it was fantastic. I know Jersey was like 6. Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah, but then they started making money off of it. So.
Exactly. That's what
But
killed
that's
it.
the thing. Another thing I think they should do. I think they should do it like real world. 6 new wives every new season.
Mm. But then, are you going to meet the qualifications? Are you going to have the demand to be on this show?
Okay, for Atlanta, it was eight. Wow,
Hmm.
damn. Okay, so listen to this real quick. I want to rally these off quickly. All right, for Atlanta, I'm sure this includes the reunions. We're gonna assume this includes reunions. All right, season one, 8 episodes. Season two, 16. Three, 18. Four, 23. Five, 24. Six, 27. 7:25, 8:21, 9:25, 10:22, 11:23, 12:26, 13:21, and season 14 is to be announced. Damn. I mean, they have to have the most episodes in the history of the Real Housewives franchise.
See, it's too much.
It's too
If
much.
you if you're gonna go a long season should be 13, 14 max.
But think about if it's 27 episodes, right? That means the season 6 of Atlanta, which was 27 episodes, that means it ran for 6 months and 2 weeks.
Hmm.
How did we sit through that back in 2013?
Well,
Mm.
that's when Atlanta was decent because 2013 was when Kenya was still trying to find a husband. Phaedra was scamming and scheming. I think Apollo just went to jail.
Okay, who's on season 6? It was Nene,
Hmm.
Candy, Cynthia, Phaedra, Kenya, and Portia. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. And
Wasn't
then
that when
Marlo,
Portia was married,
and
or
then
did she
Marlo
just
was
get
a guest.
divorced? Was that when Nene was sleeping with Marlo's fiance allegedly? and they was fighting at the baseball field.
Yeah. I think season 6 is when Portia and Kane and Portia dragged Kenya across the stage at the reunion. So I think
So
they were going
Sheree
through the
just got
divorce.
fired.
Sheree has been fired for this is the second season in where Sheree got fired. The
Oh,
first
so that
time.
so the best season was season 4 when Marlo and Sheree was fighting in South Africa.
That was season 5. Wait a minute, let me go back. Season 4, you're right, season 4.
Yeah, that was a good season. Remember when they was fighting in Africa and being all
Yes.
foolish?
Oh, God. Oh my god, that was so bad.
I thought they put hands on each other. Now that was a good fight. Potomac take note. And they need to go to Africa too, Potomac. With can we discuss before we move on? The colorist too, Robin and Giselle. Why is Robin sitting here acting like we all didn't know she was mostly white? Like you don't see a white woman when you look in the mirror, Robin?
Mm-mm.
Robin is sitting here talking about, I, sis, you are not a black woman. You are 60% white. Calm down. It's okay.
Poor Robin.
But I don't understand why they were always going after Katie and Ashley when y'all all are biracial. Like, it didn't make sense to me. Because, Robin's mother got a lick of color in her. And she messing up her credit with Juan Dixon.
Stop it.
I think the house is in her mammy's name. I don't even think it's in hers. I think she pulled Sheree.
Oh. You think it's Chateau Mommy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I mean, it makes sense.
So that's probably why the housewives aren't doing well. Let's be honest. Salt Lake City could have ended after Jen got arrested. It would have
We
been a
said
great.
that we said that would be the perfect way to end the show, and I told Debbie, I said this is gonna be the halfway point, and then it's gonna tank. Watch. And was I not right?
We
But
still
even
need to see how they were all going to attack each other. They just did it poorly.
I like Miami, but I think we can build on Miami. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
we need another girl who's in charge of the girls. You know,
Oh, like another Leah Black?
no, not Aaliyah. I mean, we don't need a Warren Hack. We
No,
need some,
I mean like another person like her who
yeah,
was like the madam of all the girls.
but not older. I like him in a younger age range. I want somebody a little bit younger, but in charge of the girls because everybody on this show don't really work. Like they work, but they don't really work. Well, except for Nicole and Gertie, but everybody else is playing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Marisol's retired. She said that though.
When did Marisol ever work? She was telling us she was doing PR. I didn't see her do PR of nothing.
Yeah,
Marisol,
I'm with Ablavi on that. Marisol never really worked.
Marisol
Uh,
was what in her 40s, living with her mother and living off her daddy. She
Mm-hmm.
never worked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she said she did some PR. PR for what? I don't know. But hey, who am I to
But
discredit her credentials?
Marisol, I didn't even realize because the way that her father was never on the show. I didn't even realize like her father was there until seasons later.
No, I got you.
Cause she always made it seem like she was just raised by her mother. No,
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
to me, it just always seemed like I always thought the dad was just doing his own thing. To be honest, if I'm not gonna lie, I thought the mom was just like her best friend, and the daddy was just off doing what he do.
and I didn't realize that Marisol was half white.
Marisol's halfway, isn't she?
Yeah, her dad was white.
Oh, her dad is black.
Well, her mother. Well, I mean, she's technically white because, but you know how they pretend like Cuban is not white, like how it's other.
Well, there's all shades in Cuba.
Yeah, but like when Alexia, who looks white, was talking about, oh, I've never been with a white man before. I was looking at her like, really?
Oh yeah, when
Girl,
she
really?
said that I've never been with a gringo. I just took that as like she's never been with someone who wasn't of Cuban descent.
But anyways, but even Marisol, I didn't even realize that her father was like an American. What did her father do? Because I wonder how he was able to put up with Elsa. I don't know how anybody could have married her.
Elsa was a hot little thing when she was young. She
She was.
was different. I don't
Whoever
know.
her face, she should have sued them for filth.
I agree.
I couldn't watch her. She was hilarious, but I could not watch her. I had to leave the room.
She look, she was a wise woman, and she used to put them girls in their place. I
No
like
doubt.
her.
But I think you know what? And this is going to be really rude to say.
Uh-huh.
I think that I would prefer Kiki as a housewife and Gertie as a friend.
So that Gertie can focus on her business.
I just don't think she gave good television.
No, but we like Birdie for her personality, but she didn't give us much in what in the
Mhm.
footage. Kiki gave us the one-liners. Kiki was on point with the fashion. Kiki looked great on camera. We need more. We need more of Kiki. Bye
Her
Larsa.
daughter is cute. Her daughter,
Bye Larsa. Bring on
yeah.
Kiki.
But
Put
Kiki,
Gertie as a friend.
I want to know the rich man she got pregnant by for the alleged um child support. I want to know her business more.
Right. She's interesting.
What if she has an NDA that she can't like disclose that?
If he allowed us to see that child, I'm sure there ain't no NDA.
Real quick, I want to share this real quick. So this must be Marisol's father.
Yeah.
Mm.
And they only had one child. And then it was weird how Marisol never. This is her third husband, right?
I think
Second.
so.
Second.
Only
Marisol
second.
second.
I
Philippe was
thought
the
she
first
was
one.
married before.
Philippe, only one.
No, but that's the gay man that she met. Oh, I'm sorry.
The one that she married on the mountaintop, the ski.
Yeah, I thought that was her second husband. I thought she
Nope.
had married before.
According to what I can find, because I looked it up too, um, she's only been married. Philippe was the first husband,
Mm. Well, that man was. How you doing?
and everyone told her he just wants a green card, and she got mad at them.
Look, y'all don't think that Marisol took payment in full for that green card?
Exactly. Quit playing.
Mm-hmm.
Marisol was too much, but it's good to see her. I want if Julia's gonna come back next season, either we're gonna get a throuple with her, Adriana, and Martina, or we need more storyline.
Yeah, the farm can only carry you so far, and the goats, and the chickens, and the fresh eggs.
I
You know
wouldn't
what,
mind seeing that goat again. I'm not gonna lie.
Martina? Julia just doesn't spend money enough for me to want to watch her. You know,
No, I
I
got
remember.
you.
I remember the days. Do you remember the days where Teresa was buying $4,000 furniture with cash? Where what was her name? The white girl
She spent $100,000 at the furniture store.
in
In
cash.
cash.
Mm.
And then she went to her husband's little jinky construction site and was getting more cash like they was mafioso. I love that.
Or Lisa Vanderpump jewelry shopping.
Yeah, jewelry or Muhammad with the secret rooms, 50,000 on a little party
Mm-hmm.
with Kim Zolciak buying a car through her sugar daddy on the phone. Come on.
Papa.
You remember when they used to spend money? You remember?
Yep.
Yeah, those were the days.
Even Salt Lake City. Does anybody go jewelry? Do they spend money there? Because I see everybody going to Chili's for 2 for 10, 2 for 20.
Well, Jen, bless you, Jen went to the jewelry store and we were all wondering whose money she was spending.
But she doesn't wear costume jewelry because nothing she wears looks real.
But no, remember when she went and bought the, was it a necklace, the snowflake necklace for the girls as a
Hmm.
present? Right. That scene was kind of cringy. So now we just have like a, I guess I don't want to see anyone on Salt Lake City spending money, or
Mm.
if you have pending charges.
But even Beverly Hills, they don't spend money. But then nobody's rich anymore in Beverly Hills.
Well, isn't there the thing with Erica, like still fighting over her jewelry, not to give it over? Um,
Right. Remember she had, yo, you know what I used to love? I used to love that lion ring she had. Oh, that was
The
bad.
oh, the
Panther,
Cartier. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Panther ring, the one that Sutton has now.
Yes. Oh,
Did
that
y'all
was
see? Did y'all
Erica
see
used to
where?
be a girl. She used to just spend money. It's expensive to be me.
Did y'all see where Vicky Gunvalson got mad at Heather saying like she's flaunting her wealth? I'm like, ma'am, that's what we want to see. We want to see things that we can't have. We want to see people who got money we can't spend. That's
Mhm.
aspirational.
The
I'm
problem with
sorry,
OC is OC reminds me of Jersey for people in the Northeast because it really doesn't look like, I'm sure these houses are expensive, but it looks like a little, house with the yang yang, a little bit of cul-de-sac. It just looks real basic always to be Salt Lake City. It didn't seem like money.
well, Salt Lake City, we all know Jen was renting, so that kind of
I'm not
takes
Salt
away
Lake,
from me.
OC.
OC. Oh, well, Gina's still in her townhouse. Shannon's house is. I mean, they have
No,
their houses are
even
nice.
even season one, I just never saw it for
Well,
OC.
but no, but you have to realize, Ablavi, they none of them were rich though on
No,
OC. None of them were rich. So I'm not surprised with OC. They never, with OC, they never stepped up the talent level. They kept the same talent level throughout. They never brought on the rich because OC is where the money is.
yeah, because they
But
have Luna Beach and everything and the real
but
OC. And then you see OC housewives, you're like, what is this?
But you know what it is though? People in the OC on honestly they're a little bit on the more conservative side, and they're not trying to be on TV like that. They're not trying to have all their business out there. That's the truth. That's
Mhm.
just the truth. They're like, we're not going on this. I'm like, are you serious? Because they might say something they shouldn't say. Yeah, no,
Mhm.
they're not doing. They're not doing that one. OC,
Okay,
no.
let's get off housewives. We have good news and bad news with 90 Day. The good news is this season is got to be what, three more episodes, two more episodes?
Yes, I'm hopefully just one more. It's
Well,
terrible.
wait, this is OC. You saw that they're filming the reunion, right?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, not OC, 90 Day. 90 Days should be going off before the 90 days, should be going off. One should be
thank
going.
you. Ugh.
Wait, they're only on episode 12. Don't they
They can
usually
go
film
now.
this?
They can go now.
Yeah, they
No,
can
they
go
should be
now.
done. They should have three episodes and two for the reunion,
Mm.
right?
That sounds
If it-
about. It sounds about right.
I
yeah.
have a feeling that they're gonna milk it.
Oh God. But everybody's leaving soon, so everybody has a week left.
The new shows are starting in May during sweeps month, so I think
No,
we have a
this
while to
90
go.
days, April 18th.
Oh, sorry, I was still thinking about Bravo. So wait, they're starting in April?
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right, ladies, I'm gonna drop down so I can charge for my next show. But I'll be listening. And Ablavi, good to see you. Congratulations on getting your community tab. Well deserved. Well deserved.
congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go through 90 days the new couples.
Okay.
Kobe and Emily. This is stupid. She done got pregnant in China, and she gonna
Hmm.
get pregnant again. And he's out here gonna be a dusty like Jay. Watch, cause he
Hmm.
into America. He got new woman to try. Cause when he said, "Oh, you look heavier than I thought," that was your warning, girl.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, that was your warning. What
Yeah,
he been doing in China these 2 years?
I don't. Oh, so he didn't go back to Cameroon. He was still in China.
I don't think Cameroon was opening it up for people like that. Like,
Oh, child. She's a pretty girl though. My goodness. Don't she remind you of Oswelu wife,
yeah,
the sister?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, now our favorite couple, Benny and Ari.
Okay. Yeah, these two.
Why are they on this show again? I was bored with them last season.
Well, I guess they want to see his transition to the States. But what I wonder is now that he's come over here to live, um, like is he gonna make contact with his other child? Remember from the first wife?
Oh, well, I heard allegedly there was cheatation on both sides, and she's married now to somebody she knew when she was married to Binion.
Oh, so oh.
Yeah, because remember he was with the other. Remember the Ethiopian girl he was
Mhm.
with, and he cheated on her with that girl from North Dakota, and then had the baby, and then he got here. First of all, how we need to make a rule that you can't just keep marrying different Americans because this is his second American he's married. Do he get
Mhm.
another one?
Why not?
Because we only get two.
Oh my God. Oh, we can only bring in two?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's why Rebecca wants Zaid to work because she can't bring another one.
Oh my God. All right, so
Michael,
Yanni says I'm waiting for Michael to get to US so that they can have a spinoff. It's fake, but at least it's entertaining. Is it really entertaining her screaming and hollering at him though?
what I did like about this couple is that his sister threw a drink in Ari's face, so that's going to be interesting.
That was so disrespectful. Oh my God.
But it's good television, and it was red wine. I was like, "Ooh!"
And there was a lot too. Like she was drenched. Jesus.
I said, "Did she pour that glass herself?" Because I ain't never gone to a restaurant and got that much wine.
Somebody must have kept on topping her up. That was a very heavy pour. Good Lord. What
I just don't care about this couple because I think he has hobbies and she has hobbies. At least Daddy will be paying their bills.
Wait, what hobbies?
He dances and sings and plays, and she writes.
Okay. Whatever. All right. What do you think? I think this is gonna be my favorite couple.
Okay, it threw me off when I saw her in the
Mhm.
hijab. I was like, oh, because I heard the Caribbean accent,
Mhm.
and then I came
Well,
back. I said,
there's a big Muslim population in Trinidad. Don't forget they have a large Indian population,
yeah.
both Muslim and Hindi. My boyfriend, who was born in Trinidad, was of okay. He could have claimed both because he was raised Muslim, but his mother was Hindi.
Mm. But when I looked at her, I had to
Mhm.
look because I had to look. I
Mhm.
can't really tell what she is because I was looking hard.
Mhm.
Then I saw the mother. I said, okay, I can't tell with this couple what's going on here because these two look like they would never be together. He looks and she's older as well,
Yeah, both of them are mature.
right? But she's talking about children at 37. Not that she can't have any, but
Mhm.
this is
So she hasn't been married before at all?
that's what threw me off.
Hmm. Interesting.
But they didn't show enough of them. Like they didn't show any chemistry. They show her coming here. They show that okay, now that house was rented. That ain't his house. That,
Maybe
it
he
was
doesn't
sick.
want us to see where he lives.
No, and I feel him for that. And I knew it is outside of New York. I can't tell if he lives in Connecticut or Jersey.
Isn't he in Missouri?
I thought he's in Missouri.
It says Kansas City.
Well, that looks like New York, but maybe it's can't. I this couple I have to watch. It's interesting when the mother told her to come back when
Uh-huh.
when she told her, first of all, yes, you're going to sign a prenup. But I don't get this couple. What's going to happen? This one. I can't put my finger on. I'm excited.
I am too. Like their tease was just right. It whet my appetite. I want to see more, and I was just grateful that even though it was from the
Wait,
Caribbean,
you missed one. You missed
oh,
Kara and Kara and
Karen,
yeah.
you said you weren't interested in them. That
No, I
he.
was talking about Beeman and Ari. These two is going to
Oh,
be in. No, this is going to be interesting. Where he's like, you like to cheat on people. Yeah, I've cheated in the past. Ooh,
ooh. But she
uh,
cheated on him or a previous
that's what we got to
boyfriend.
know. Apparently, she's a cheater, and he was like, are we getting married? He's like, I don't know. Are we? I said, oh,
Uh oh.
because she's 29 and he's 23, which I feel like this is going to be an issue.
Is he mature enough to be getting married at 23?
Well, it's not uncommon for his culture. I think she's going to be the one that's going to be more of an issue. She just looks like she's still in that hot girl summer.
I don't know. The last Venezuelan that we saw that was 23 was what's his name? Daniel David.
Hmm.
Remember the Caribbean 90
Yeah.
Days? He wasn't too mature. I just saying.
I don't know about this couple. It seems like she likes to cheat, and I'm sure he has some things too. But this couple is very odd to me. They met in the Dominican Republic.
Hmm.
It was just suspect. We'll be keeping our eyes on them.
I wonder if they work for hotels or something because
He
she moved
probably does.
there. Yeah,
They both look like they're in hospitality.
yeah. All right.
Okay,
So then
this
it's
is the foolishness.
yes.
Now, okay. I was looking at the Kim Kardashian alike and I was like, where is she from?
Serbia. This is interesting.
It she has a lot of work done.
You think?
A lot of work done.
Oh, he's a little cutie pie though. My goodness, he's adorable.
You know what this is gonna remind me of? Jasmine and Blake. Remember them two?
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
These I have a feeling she's not gonna get along with the parents. She's not gonna want to work. He's sitting here pretending like is pretending to be a rapper a way to get foreign women now? Because I thought you would want like a future, somebody that's made money, not an expiring.
I don't know. I don't know. He
Because
what
they said,
what I don't understand with this couple is why is she thinking that they're going to be living in LA, but he still lives at home with his parents in South Dakota?
because she wants to be a Kardashian.
But who told her they were going to be living in LA?
Because that's what he promised.
But you agreed to get plane tickets to South Dakota and not LA?
But remember, when you live in another country, you don't realize how big America is, right? You don't
Uh-huh.
realize, you know, where, I mean, even me, I have to go on the map to see where I'm not going to South Dakota. All you know is New York and LA. She watches the Kardashians and she thinks that's her lifestyle. She done got the black man like them. She's gonna have the mixed babies. That is not natural. Come on. And she wears even like when you see her in the profile, you can see the lips are done, a lot of makeup. I'm looking at her, I'm going, she gonna be a problem.
I want to know her background though. I want to know more about her. I'm
She gonna be
intrigued.
a stripper or
What?
go-go dancer or a party girl. Yeah.
Oh, I want her to be a pre-med student. Is that so wrong?
No, she's not gonna be a. If she was a pre-med student in Serbia, she wouldn't be wanting to come to America to be with him. No, she has options.
Oh, I tried, Miona, whatever your name is. I tried.
But
Let's
look,
just.
it says that she had multiple trips around the world. So she's giving us a little Julia and the straight man tease.
Oh Lord.
Because of Julia and her husband, I can't watch 90 Day Pillow Talk. I find them to be too disgusting.
Well, he was always a little weird. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, this one is weird to me. Muhammad and Yvette, she needs
Hmm.
to sit her tail down. You know damn well at 50 you don't need to be with nobody 25.
What concerns me with this is that she has a 12-year-old special needs child, and she's bringing this young man into the mess.
She doesn't care. She wants just this hot man. She knows better.
What? What can like? Okay, I'm in this woman's age range. I don't look like her because obviously she's really physically fit. But maybe it's because I've never been into younger men, but I don't understand what the attraction is. Like, there's a reason why I never had children.
The reaction is now if you go to Tinder, they'll be flooding you up like, yeah. The only thing a man 25 wants is a woman to sleep with, a credit card to spend, and partying. That's not a relationship.
Hmm. I don't know. I'm beginning to think that I'm not gonna like them because, like, if she has her kid on there, seeing all of this drama, I'm not gonna like that.
But why do they keep getting these Muslim men? And these why do they keep picking men, especially the older women, younger men from the Middle East? You know their country.
Maybe that's who is like approaching them and swiping left or whatever. How did they meet?
No,
Oh, he
that she
slid
slipped
into
it.
DMs.
Hmm.
They shared a love of fitness. What? Who loves fitness? No.
Remember, even being independent, even being a woman who makes more is going to be an issue. Like
Hmm.
they need to stop with this one.
Yeah.
Girl, get your black loan in the states because you don't want because they strict rules there. Get your black loan in the states, and then day 89, send him back.
Oh my God. All right. So then we have Patrick from Texas and Thais, I guess, from Brazil. I don't think I don't think this is gonna work. If she's used to a certain lifestyle in Brazil and then you bring her to Texas and you can't match that, it's gonna be a problem.
But
Mm-mm.
is she wealthy in Brazil?
I don't know. Like, he's showering her with all of these like expensive gifts, it says, but how long is that gonna last? How many credit cards can you like max out?
But you got to
What do
remember,
you do?
getting if you get something here and you send it to Brazil, like people will think you're rich,
Hmm. I need
because
more.
remember isn't he half Brazilian? Because he said he's going to connect with his father side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's too ugly. I'm sorry. I don't know what she's doing. His head is too big, and his eyes, nose, and mouth are too small. It just bothers me.
She looks really tall. Look how long her legs are.
But I don't find her to be that attractive. I don't find her to be ugly. Juliana ruined it for me. There's no girl from Brazil that's been better.
Oh, shouldn't she be having her baby soon?
She should. We'll be on it. But she had a baby by an ugly man. So you just gotta pray for the best.
What?
He's real ugly. Like he looks like if the Hobbit on 90 Day Mike was taller. He looks a mess.
Listen, the baby will favor her.
You never know. You never know that. I don't know why pretty women date ugly men because I could never see an ugly man's face on my baby. Ooh.
When the father is in doubt, the baby favors the mother. My mother says that.
Mm. But these two is going to be interesting. I don't know. Like I said, she's not an ugly girl, but she's just basic to me. I don't really. She's hotter than what he could ever get in America, but I don't know how I'm feeling about this.
I'm amazed by her legs.
No, she's tall. She's got to be
Oh,
almost 6 foot.
they are like, she's all legs. Wow, I can't wait to see them standing next to each other.
She might even be taller than him.
Whoa.
I can't tell because she's pushed up closer,
Uh huh.
but she's looking like at least neck and neck.
I love to see nice long legs on a girl. Like I can see her at Carnival, like
Yeah,
dancing topless. She's pretty. I love her. Good
she
luck, girl.
yeah, but that's all we're gonna see. Let me tell you. Shout out to Jesse Smollett for going to prison for lying and scheming. Shout out to you, girl.
I,
Don't
I
drop
don't
the
think he
soap.
wanted to go.
I hope they have a gay section because prison
I,
ain't for you.
well, he's only going to jail. They're not putting him in prison.
Yeah, but even so, you know,
Hmm.
woo, Jesse, girl, woo, Jesse, you should have shut up and took your deal when you got it. See, you was carrying on acting a fool, and then got 5 months. I want to shout out to all the people who got fired this week. A shout out to Nick Cannon for getting your show canceled. Shout out to the Real for getting your show canceled. And shout out to Wendy for getting your show canceled. Shout out to losing jobs during the pandemic. It happens to all of us. I'm really excited about the Real because I got tired of Jeannie Mai and that baby. I don't care you're pregnant. Thank you.
I think I stopped watching the real after Tamar left.
Yeah, it was never the same when Tamar left.
Yeah.
But I want to, if they canceling things, let's cancel The View and let's cancel the Real as well.
I don't watch
I
either.
know, so they can go off. And
Yeah.
while we canceling thing, let's cancel everything on Bravo.
Then what are we gonna watch, vlog?
Let's let Miss Andy Cohen lose her job and let's start over. No, but Bravo is getting to this point where if they don't fire Andy Cohen soon,
Hmm.
we're not gonna have nothing to watch.
Mm. Oh, Yanni says not Shaw's. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Yanni. We need the Shaws.
See, the show's been boring. The last time it was good when Reza said you got 14 abortions. That was the last time it was good.
We can't blame Andy for the Shaws. That's full on Brian Seacrest. Brian Seacrest, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
and it's been sucking. Though y'all like that family karma. I didn't care for it.
I love Family Karma because it's not as raunchy as the Shaws. It's more family oriented, but still dealing with like modern day issues and how I think I just like the immigrant aspect of it and seeing how they have come here, built up a community and thrived and succeeded. And it's local too. I do like local
You know
stuff.
what? Is this the pettiness of me? I
Mm.
was like, I know you don't watch Love is Blind,
Mm-hmm.
but that deep character shake from A Love is Blind could go
Yeah.
on that show and start some mess. Oh, he's reality gold for that show. He don't date Indian girls. He think he's fine. He got his little air. Oh, he would be amazing on that show.
We
Those is
already had have someone who wasn't dating Indian girls. That was Brian. But now he's dating Indian girls and it didn't work out. And you know why they don't date Indian girls? Because the Indian girls want marriage.
no, they don't date Indian girls because they're self hating. Let's call a thing a thing. He said, "I don't want to date her because she looks like one of my aunties."
Oof, I heard about that. I heard about that. Brian's not that bad.
Listen, Brian's not that bad. I think his issue is Brian is very. But you could say the same thing about Monica. But Monica loves being Indian in a way I just don't think Brian does.
Yeah. Like she loves all of the culture, the dancing, the language, everything. And like he doesn't know any of that. Remember when they his mom took him to bless the car? He was like, "Oh my God, you're getting my car dirty. Why do you have to put that on the roof?" I don't think he speaks the language fluently.
Hmm.
Um, and Lord, they gave him an American name, so Earth.
But that was partially their fault because they should have. It should have been instilled in him a little bit more with his culture.
True.
Because you can't. You knew he wasn't interested, and you let him get okay with it. And now all of a sudden, now he's grown. You expect an Indian girl to pick up for the slack you didn't have? No, it don't work like that.
Or at least give him the expectations because he was like, I don't understand why she wants marriage in 6 months. That's what they do. Like, what's his name? The one that had the 7 year engagement, um, that just got married.
Oh, they got married.
Yeah, the pictures were everything. They went down to Mexico and had an Indian blowout.
I'm so happy for them because I thought they were both each other's beards. So I'm so thankful that they got married.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, so pretty. I was just wondering, like with everything they put on social media,
Hmm.
I'm wondering if it was even filmed. I don't think so. Because if it was filmed, they wouldn't be able to put it on social media, right? Is that the deal that they usually cut?
It depends. It really depends.
Mm.
But did Family Karma? Are we getting another season?
I hope so because I want to see the lawyer boy get married to his boyfriend. That's the Indian wedding that I want to see because his mom is ready to spend every last penny on that wedding.
Is that what would be great? I know we had an Indian matchmaker, but I think on Real Housewives of Miami, maybe they should put somebody Indian on and is a wedding planner like Gertie.
Interesting.
Or we need a girl who's different but fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
But just Family Karma, I just think that like I get they want to have the doctors, the lawyers, the engineers, but they need a Nene. They need a Lisa they
Mm-hmm.
need that girl. Like they try to make that one girl who married the rich Indian man, then the broke Indian man, then she's with the white man.
Oh yeah, Bali.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
I just think she's stupid because she don't want that man.
Uh,
But
sorry.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what are you excited to see though? I've been watching Power. I didn't realize how good that was.
I hear a lot of people say good things about Power. I just,
No, not Power Book Two, the Tariq one. The
uh-huh.
Tariq. Oh my gosh, Mary J. Blige and she's with the men I like.
What did I do here? Oh yeah, that's the right one. Sorry.
Yeah, I stopped watching Housewives. I'm trying to find something new. I can't watch those TLC shows. They make me too squirmish.
I am absolutely obsessed with Maths Australia. That
Well,
is my
yeah,
indulgence.
but you don't review it.
No, because it goes really quickly, and Jamal never watched it. So it's my like last season and this season, I watched it just for my own guilty pleasure.
I like Mavs Australia. I like Mavs. I think it was UK. Is that the one I
Hmm.
was watching?
I tried to watch last season of Maths UK, but there was one girl on there with such a thick accent that I could. She was the one that was it was all about her beauty, and like the guy didn't say she was pretty, and they got into an argument on the honeymoon or something like that, and she
Mm-hmm.
was just obnoxious. And I stopped watching. I stopped watching.
I'm well, I don't even watch reality television anymore. I don't watch
Mhm.
any of them. I used to like the Chrisleys, like season one. I watched.
Mhm.
Um, Bravo, I don't watch. I never watch. Are you gonna watch the new Kardashians? I know I don't watch them, but
No, I didn't watch the old Kardashians. And
I,
now I have to pay. They're on Hulu, right? Is it
yeah,
Hulu?
no,
Yeah, I'm not paying to watch that.
I, but I'm kind of getting like I feel like we need a new good reality show, and I feel like oh, have you been watching that one? What is it called? The Regency, the one that's like Bridgerton, but it's like that girl. She's marrying them, and they're all like the olden times.
It's on NBC.
It's
The
either yeah, I think so.
the what is that called? Yeah, she's almost like Cinderella or something. It runs
Yeah,
around in a yellow dress.
yeah.
No.
I can't watch those shows. I be trying to watch like The Bachelor and things like that. I just get bored.
Trey told us to give that show where the girls, is it called The Proposal? The girls are proposing to the guys and they have to get married like right then and there. It's going to be on OWN
Now
starting next month.
I cannot watch a woman propose to a man. That is my limit. You know I cannot watch a woman. What?
Yeah, it's a whole show. Um and it's like they're getting wedding dresses and all of this, and then they propose, and I think they have to get married right there. It's a very odd premise. I wonder what production company is doing it. I'm intrigued.
Well, I'm trying to watch Love is Blind. They're making some show called it's about like people are there with their spouse and one person wants to get married, one person doesn't. And they're switching not spouses, they're switching partners to find if they could find a better partner or if they're gonna get married. I watched one episode because it sounds good, but it could end up bad.
Is what is it? Temptation Island, that's coming back. I've never watched that.
I be trying, but Netflix don't be getting it right. You know what I miss? I miss the Flavor of Love days where I was just watching foolishness. I miss Love and Hip Hop first season.
Oh, yeah.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We
Yes,
were
that
so
first
spoiled.
season with the Puerto Rican princess doing the pregnancy test in the bathroom.
Yes. I,
Oh,
I used to love and Hip Hop Hollywood when Brooke Valentine was on and her crazy self say, "Oh, am I going to be, when the girl's like, "Oh, I'm pregnant." She's like, "You know what? That's perfect because I don't want to get pregnant again." So, it's like
oh my God.
I could be a stepmother. I was like, has she lost her mind? But do you remember when reality TV first started and they got it right? What's going wrong now?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I miss watching Being Bobby Brown.
That was a good one.
I do miss that. I think that was my first reality show. That
My
wasn't like a competition. That
my
was like
my
mess.
yeah, my first one was um Flavor of Love. I Love New York. For the Love of Ray J. That was, remember, Danger. She smashed the homie.
Mm. I don't know. I even like the Osbournes.
They they weren't for me, but I could see why people like them. I never really got into E style of making reality shows. I always thought it was just heavily produced.
I just like to see Ozzy just tripping around the place on whatever he was on, and them saying that it wasn't drugs.
Mm-mm. But those were the good old days. Now we're gonna get another boring season of Atlanta. People say the OLG was good. I've been watching Unexpected. Now, not the whole episode, but
I just can't with that show.
really, it was so hilarious. Like, the father that has his lips done.
What?
Remember, one of them had a father. His lips were so juicy and done. He got filler.
I can't with you. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Listen, it's even worse this season because this season we got a bunch of parents. There's this one woman, right? She was an old garden tool. She done had three different sets of kids with three different sets of men talking about abstinence and how she's mad because her daughter went to their house and they were sleeping together. It's like, lady, what are you talking about abstinence? From you, we know it don't work.
Oh, Mob Wives was another good one. I loved Mob. Big Ange.
It was very good in the beginning, but then it got boring.
I don't know. That was a good show. Wait, didn't one of them go back to jail?
Yeah, Drita for the
Rita?
street.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went to the streets because her man was selling dope, and then he cut a deal so she didn't have to go to jail, and he went back to jail. Lee, and then Lee was Karen's ex boyfriend
Oh Lord.
before her husband, and her father was snitching.
Oh, her father too?
Yeah, you don't remember Karen's father, Sammy the Bull? He snitched on the Gotti,
Oh.
so they
I
had
know the
heavy.
husband. The husband went back to jail because he was snitching, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was
That's
the last
Renee.
thing.
The Renee's husband snitched on her father and them. Yeah, and he went back to jail.
She need to stay out of that life.
Yeah, it was great. Everybody was going to jail. I was just hoping for a little bang bang, but you never saw it on that show. You got a lot of hair pulling.
I think when Big Ange died, like the series died with it.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna let you go. It was a good little chit chat about the lack of reality television. I don't know how you watching the reunion to Salt Lake City because that's one of the worst shows ever created. But
I'm just waiting for the husbands to come up just so that we can see this.
but
And
but
that's
who
it.
on the show has a husband?
Um all of them except what's she name? Heather. All of them got husbands.
You're right, but I mean, aren't the husbands about to go to jail because not Whitney? Yeah, Whitney's husband's about to go to jail. Then you have Meredith and her part-time husband. Then you have Lisa Barlow stealing her husband from her sister.
You just a mess. You are just a mess.
Like their husbands are not they're not like Peter, all in you know what, speaking of, I was on YouTube and I was watching Nene Leaf clips because look how far she's falling. She's doing College Hill on Bet. uh, oh my god, Nene. Oh,
Look, she's going to do whatever is going to pay her.
But anyways, I was watching. Do you remember? Because Sheree never had a man. Remember when she was dating that fake psychologist, and they were having
And he showed up and he didn't even know what was going on. Ay, ay, ay.
that. That was the days. And Nene goes. And also, have you noticed Nene? She walks very lightly on her feet. It's like she sashays into the room,
Yep. That is very true for such a statuesque woman. Yeah.
and she's like, "Do I know you?"
Dancer. Wasn't she a dancer?
Yeah,
So then yeah. She know how to
but I
strip.
mean, for her height, like she
Hmm.
just prances. Like
She's a dancer. Like yeah, I can see that. I can see that because then when you look at somebody like Candy, there isn't the grace or elegance when she's walking. It
no,
always comes over like, oh, my bunions is hurting.
I can't with you. Oh, my bunions is hurting.
Watch her.
Well, listen, isn't Atlanta coming back soon? Because it's
Yeah.
not going to take place of Salt Lake.
Yes. Yeah. May's gonna be a big month for like shows going out and shows coming in. I don't think I don't think I think that Candy will finish out her run and that will bring in Atlanta.
So it's only like 6 episodes then.
Yeah, again, capsule season. Hmm.
Okay, and then what about Beverly Hills? It's coming back soon.
Yes. Yeah. Because
And
they
then put
wrapped up filming.
and then Potomac is coming out in like the fall, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Honestly, I've been watching Jersey and I'm over it now. They could end their season right now.
Why? Is it the Teresa show again? Or one storyline that they're all writing?
Honestly, I think that they need to bring the original cast back. They need to bring Dina because now it's good. Dina, and they need to talk about the mafioso life with Caroline. Then they need to bring out Jacqueline back. Then they can bring Danielle. Because the problem I've always had with Jersey is they've never put somebody who's formidable with Teresa on that show.
Not even Caroline?
Like I'm
Was the
talking
only
about,
person who kept her in check.
yeah, after that. They've never put a new housewife that was like a rich woman, didn't take her shit, fall in line.
Margaret doesn't do it? No, she
Margaret's
doesn't.
broke.
Yeah.
Margaret's broke.
Mm. But Margaret got all the bones, though.
Yeah, but the problem with Margaret is she thinks she's reading Jennifer about her husband cheating on her when your children don't talk to you because you cheated on their husband with a plumber and now you can't pay your bills and getting sued every other week. Like, how are you going to read somebody? Your life is a read.
Oh, Lord. Poor Margaret.
Like, you don't think so, though? That Margaret just runs her mouth too much for somebody so broke?
Well, yeah, she does.
Even Joe's
Broke
broke.
or not, broke or not, yeah, but she gets pushed to run in her mouth.
No, she doesn't. Jennifer, Margaret don't understand the assignment. You're the lackey. You can't afford to be here. You can't afford, but nobody has money in that group. I don't know what Dolores does, but she always spending somebody's money. Do you think Dolores is a lady of the night? Because I ain't seen Dolores with a job since she been on the show.
Leave Dolores alone. She does charitable works.
But where's she getting the money from?
I don't know, but I
Because
love
she was a
Dolores.
cop, no?
Yeah, I think or jail, like not a
A
warden.
corrections officer.
Yeah, something like that. Something with police or corrections. I
Like
like
she,
Black Dolores. Leave her alone.
but I'm just saying, like Jackie's another one. Jackie pretends like she has money. No, you just married a wealthy man. You have nothing.
You think Dolores has real estate?
Maybe. Dolores just gives me she lives the lifestyle type of tea, so I'm gonna shut my mouth on her.
Mm.
But Dolores, I've never seen Dolores work in her storyline.
That's true. Nobody knows what Dolores does. Interesting. But I still like her though.
Melissa doesn't work. She has junkyard fashions that ain't selling. Jennifer, she's married to a plastic surgeon.
Hmm.
Jackie likes to pretend like she's very accomplished and she's not.
Does she still write though? Wasn't she a journalist or something?
Again, again, the Reed's right himself.
I can't stand you. Poor Jackie.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being a journalist, but that's not how. That doesn't make you the $40 million net worth you say you're worth. You know, like
Right.
you're not Anderson Cooper. Like fall back. You know, you're not Don Lemon. That's the only people in journalism making money.
Did she write a book? No, that's not her. I might be confusing her with Carol.
She might have wrote in a book, but did anybody read it? Is really the question.
Hmm. Mm-mm-mm.
Like she's no Candice Bush. She's not writing Sex in the City. She's not no Martha Stewart. She's not Parenting Daily.
True.
Let me go because you having me read people for filth, and I wanted to be nice today.
Oh my gosh. Mm-mm. You have your own thoughts, and we just let you riff.
Yeah,
When's your next show, Blavy?
I think tonight we're gonna do a hot topics review because I just have to kiki and laugh about um Nick Cannon losing his job.
Is it true that he said that the reason why they canceled his show was because Wendy did not come back this season?
Yeah, because Wendy's show, Sherry's gonna have an uphill climb to be where Wendy was.
Yeah.
Because Wendy wasn't there, everything behind her, because she was number one,
Mm-hmm.
everything behind her is gonna have issues now. Everybody's canceled. We have Kelly Clarkson again. I don't know why y'all giving that woman a check. She's boring.
Oh, but Jennifer Hudson is replacing Ellen.
I know
That's
it's
good.
important too. You know
Oh,
what they need to get? Because she don't want to make music no more. We need to get Nicki Minaj a show because
no,
she's messy and petty.
no,
But I don't know if we could do that because she is married to the felon.
no.
But she's good at it. You don't think she'd be good on a talk show?
She can do guest appearances on Potomac reunions. Um, I love Kelly's show. Not enough to watch, but she's pretty good. Yeah, I don't watch Kelly's show. I'm just happy that
It's
American Idol people are getting jobs.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna let you go because my phone's
Yeah.
about to die. But but
Okay.
enjoy your weekend and your Mavs. I am not caught up yet. Watch this week of the foolishness.
Oh my God. Well, enjoy. The Sunday night episode will be quite interesting with Daniel coming back with the Brazilian girl. So they'll have a pretend walkout and protest. I think they're going to join the show as a couple and send Dino home. Not Dion home.
Mm.
Mm.
So Jessica 2.0.
Yep, basically. Jessica and Dan. And they should have
Mm.
never let Jessica and Dan stay on because they didn't have any precedent for that previously, and they allowed it. And now when these two yabos come and ask for the same thing, they allowed it last season. So stupid.
Well, oh, by the way, do you know Bill from Marrying to Millions? He was looking rough. Because I was looking at felons in reality, because they are arraigning him. He looked rough. I wonder if Bree's still with him, because he's about to lose all his money.
Wow. I wonder if he paid in full for that house for his mom, for her mother, because that might be the only pot she has to piss in.
I hope so because he was looking rough in his prison. I was embarrassed. I was like,
Oh wait, they remanded him. He isn't free on bail.
I know he was in court and he looked disheveled and rough. So I don't know I don't know if he was playing or the bank accounts they were setting bail. I didn't read it. I just saw it.
Wow.
And I know Bree wasn't in the courtroom.
I know I wouldn't be.
Do you think that's why he married her because he knew he proposed because he knew he had these charges coming?
No, I think he did that for the storyline, not realizing what was coming down the pike with the charges. I don't think he had any idea that he would be caught. I think he's been doing it for a long time and had enough money to cover his tracks.
Because it's not looking good. It's several girls.
Mhm.
It's looking bad. And
Yeah.
he's selling all his properties. He's selling that house in Miami, because his legal bills are high.
Mhm. His bail has to be high. Um
Look at Prince Andrew. He's paying that woman 14 million, right? Isn't that how much she won?
yep. Yep, cuz they're saying between 10 and 12 million pounds. So, yeah,
I don't
14.
think that's enough. That queen is worth $1 billion. She should have gone for 50. Let mommy spend a check.
I don't think she should have to pay for her children's transgressions.
Yes, if they live in her house, why not?
Well, you know what? That she had to fork over some. Charles had to fork over some. He had to sell that chalet in Switzerland.
Well,
Um,
but they didn't make much money off of the chalet because he already owed the previous owner. It was something like 8 or 9 million.
yeah, I don't know if they made anything. I think it might have been sold at a loss, but it was a status thing for him because he should have never bought that in the first place.
I don't understand how they can spend money like that when they don't. The queen owns all their money. Like they're like property of the English people of the UK people. Like they don't physically own anything. They lease it.
No, she has property that she owns outright. I think in
She
Scotland.
does, but I'm saying like the castles, most of the castles and stuff are leased. Like she doesn't own Buckingham Palace.
No, that no. There's certain properties that she doesn't
Yeah,
own. There are some that are her personal property.
correct. But even like she's net worth at $1 billion, and that's because of her property. Like she's cash poor, property and equity rich.
I think I think factored into that billion is the royal art collection, the crown jewels. Um,
They don't own the jewels.
they don't own the art collection either, but
No.
I think they factor a lot of that into her net worth, and that's not her personal net worth. It just comes part and parcel with the job. So I question the $1 billion.
Well, they need to start marrying for money in that family because they don't have enough. They need to start marrying billionaires' daughters, like that guy did in Greece, because
William
they are cash
married.
broke.
William married well. He'll never be
No,
poor.
he didn't.
Yeah, he
She
did.
ain't rich. Listen. He should have
Yeah,
been marrying
their family's rich.
Kate's family inherited money because she had an uncle that died with no children. That they are not rich by any means.
They've
The
got a
reason
very
why she was
successful
able
business.
No, no, no. It became
Millionaire.
successful after she married him. But the way that she went to that school and everything is she had a rich uncle that died and
Uh-huh.
he gave the family like 2.5 million because ain't no pilot putting his child in $50,000 a year education. We're not going to play those games.
True, true. But look, they did well with an inheritance. They turned it into something else. Good on them. And they got one of their kids to be the future queen. The second daughter, she married extremely well. And then the son, ain't that girl
Well,
that he just
well,
married?
wait a minute. The second daughter is having some problems now because if you were reading the news, you would
Mhm.
find out that her father-in-law was caught up in the Me Too movement, and he's sitting here having to fork over a ton of their potential earnings. Then her husband allegedly. See, the problem with the English, they're alleged billionaires because everybody's a billionaire, but none of their money makes sense.
Oh my God. Well,
But yes, we will be talking about financial because we'll be talking about the sanctions on the Russian billionaires. Because you know the Chelsea, the guy who owns Chelsea,
Chelsea
is honey,
football
he's
team.
about to
Yeah,
lose
he put
all
it up
his
for
money.
sale. He put it up for
No,
sale.
it didn't go through.
Oh, it didn't.
It didn't go through because he has a $900 million deal with Nike, and the deal couldn't go through in time, so they sanctioned, and now they're saying that the players aren't going to be paid. Yes, honey, it's getting nasty.
Oh, did you see in the New York Post all of the homes that are owned by the oligarchs or their children in New York City? The New York was it? Yeah, it's the New York Post. They did a map of Manhattan where all the houses are. There's a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, listen. I was looking at them all. They live on billionaire. Listen, we're gonna be getting into everybody's business because he's married. His ex-wife, that Roman whatever, his
Uh-huh.
ex-wife, the Dusha girl, she has a mansion. I think in the '80s where she's combining two townhouses into one, and she's married to the Guinness, the beer, the
Yeah,
heir of that, and they frozen all her accounts.
nice.
So but he's rich too. So it's a lot of people's money in a lot of hands.
Child.
So we gonna, yes, I've been following the money. I've been following inflation, these gas prices. They say that gas can go up another $2 at least.
Let me tell you, I was down at the BJ's today. I got there like about it opens at 10. I think the gas pumps open at 7. There were lines. They had multiple not BJ's, Costco. Costco
Mhm.
had multiple employees out in that hot sun today trying to navigate the cars. I had to go on the opposite side of the street in order to get to the parking because I didn't need to go to the gas pumps. But there were like lines from all entrances trying to get into the gas station.
Yeah,
They
this is just
said,
going to get worse
yeah.
because now businesses know that they can charge you anything they want. This is about to be you think it's bad now? You have people paying their student loans starting in May. You have businesses that are broke. The city is out of billions of dollars. Homeless population is going up as you speak. You about to have a real problem.
Mm-mm-mm. And what time is your show again? 6:30?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have you said it yet?
Yeah, I've said it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go and set my reminder. I'm gonna try to wash my mom's hair before your show comes on and cook my food so I can sit down and eat in front of the TV and watch it.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
All right, dear. Bye. Guys, thanks for hanging around with us for this extended version of the commentary zone where we got a special dose of Ablavi today. Thank you, Ablavi. Don't forget to hit up her channel, Ablavi M, on YouTube, 6:30 tonight, where you'll hear more of her shenanigans. Have a great weekend, y'all. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching this in the replay crew, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of your comments. Bye.